Thank you for tuning in to Boss Babe Conversations. My name is Danetta, educator and owner of Her Body Bar. Here to encourage you to tap into your inner boss babe and become the best version of you.
All right.
All right. So today we will be bringing in educator, mom, and my bestie, Mahogany Mays.
Hey, everybody. It's Mahogany.
So we're going to tap right into it. Tell us about you, Mahogany. How did you tap in? Mind you, now we're going to roll this back. So how I met Mahogany. So I moved here in 2020, and I remember I dropped in, what was it, the Fresno Black Business Facebook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, y'all, I need me a makeup artist. I'm about to do my first my first photo shoot for my brand. Mm-hmm. And I was like, drop the name. Girl. I wish I had it now. And they was like, Mahogany. They was like, boo, 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 boo. I was like, okay, say less. Everybody's tagging this Mahogany. Let me see what she about.
Yes.
So I reached out to you. Them. Right. Okay. Right. And so I reached out to you. I was like, hey, are you available on this date? Got 3 girls. I heard you were the best. Say less.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, I'm available. Come on. So she pulled up to, where'd you pull up? To my sister, my brother's house.
Yep.
And did all of our makeup. And I was like, yep. They wasn't lying. That's it. And she literally has been my makeup artist ever since. She did my brother's wedding.
Yeah. In LA.
She came for your girl. Pulled up because I was like, ain't nobody, I'm not doing no trials in LA. We ain't doing that. We're just going to bring her with us and we're going to have the best.
Straight love.
Right. So that's how I met Mahogany.
So I'm grateful. I can't even complain because our friendship has been so good since day one. Like meeting you it's just been easy.
Absolutely.
And I think that's like something I'm learning that's important in friendship and connecting with other bosses. Mm-hmm. I'm realizing that it shouldn't be complicated. Business should flow well.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where I can say I can appreciate you because it's never been a question. It's never been nothing. You give me the date, you communicate. It's been on point. Like, and I've always been treated with straight love,
Thank you.
Since I walk in, is you thirsty, you hungry, you want this, you want that, girl, you better eat, and it's like, even though as entrepreneurs, sometimes we're like, no. It was like, you was like, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
You going to eat these cookies.
You're right.
Like, okay.
Because I'm going to eat. So you want to try to do these?
So yes. Well, let me, I guess, do an intro myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about you.
Oh, girl. Okay. So first and foremost, I am Mahogany May. I am the owner of Shades of Beauty, which is a beauty experience where we bring in ladies that need professional makeup, wax services, facial services. We have a host of services, but it's multiple different women in there. I am the owner, but I always tell them we all own this. We all share this, right? So it's all of us. I also mentor and coach women who are in the beauty industry that are struggling or just kind of need that push or that encouragement. So I have different programs for that as well. I have a few things brewing, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I am honored to be on your podcast today. I'm honored to be the first episode.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you. So tell everybody what inspired you to even get into the actually makeup industry.
Interesting. Okay. So I have a few lives that I lived.
Okay.
So in my past life, I was a basketball player.
Okay.
Went to school, did all that, and I ended up tearing my ACL. Oh, wow. And it was like, now it's life after sports.
Right.
And I don't know if anybody can understand that, but it's like a shocker, So after going through that phase and going through my ACL surgery, it was just like, now what? So I started to kind of explore. And as I was in college, I just kind of was playing, in thrift clothes. Like, oh, do I want to be like a designer, stylist, And I was like, it's cool, but it ain't my lane. Then I started like playing in makeup and I was like, oh, I like this. YouTube University was my friend.
Right, everybody's.
Girl. So I started kind of just tapping into that and I would do like my teammates' eyebrows and, just doing stuff. And
so you were the plug.
I was it.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't even know what I was it, but now I know. So I just started really kind of just like studying, like being a student of being, what does it look like to be a makeup artist? Like, what is it? What is these products,
right.
Concealer and all this stuff. So I just started just really getting into it and it kind of just started like bubbling up. And really and truly what really, really inspired me was I lost my sibling and I used to do her makeup. Girl, if I bring up them pictures, but she loved it. Like, it gave her so much a boost of an ego. Like, it was like she was that one,
Right.
you know? And so, like, when I lost her and I did her funeral makeup, I made a promise that, like, if I can make one woman feel like that, why wouldn't I take my blessing to the world?
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what really made me like, okay, I got to clank down and get serious.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Yes. So, in a crowded market, what do you think it sets successful makeup artists apart from others?
First is mindset. Because a lot of times we think, oh, it's saturated. But if you take a stroll down Shaw, how many Walmarts you see?
Right.
Does Walmart say we saturated, so we're not going to build another one? No, they just to cater to the people that they're catering to and don't worry about the competition. Absolutely. And really, it's no competition unless you make it competition, right? Because we all have our own lanes, we all have our specialties, and we all have something different to offer, you know? So for me, when I started, it was other artists, and I thought, like, let me connect. Like, hey, sis,
right.
what you, like, I looked up to them, and I just really wanted to, like, get into the industry and learn it. And so I didn't take it as competition.
Right.
So it definitely is mindset. Because if I would have came in like, ooh, I'm better than her, I'm competing with her, I probably would have been different. Absolutely. But I came in like, that's big sis, or that's like, you know what I mean? That's who I'm reaching for.
Absolutely.
So with me reaching for them, I more so was like, dang, like she bugged. Like, okay, who's she catering to? Okay, she doing makeup on these people or this type of people. So with that being said, I just kind of plugged in and was like, I'm gonna just keep sharpening my tools. I'm gonna just keep practicing.
Right.
You know, no matter what it is, if I gotta call my little cousin, if I gotta call my friend, like, girl, let me try this look on you. Let me do this. And I tore it up a whole lot. Okay. I tore it up. Yeah. Okay. But I also was open to criticism.
Yeah.
I was open to people saying like, ooh, this is a little dark for me. Okay, so how can I change it?
Right.
You know?
How can I fix
so
this?
I was just hungry to be that artist. And it was like, to be 100% honest, I didn't really have like a goal like, ooh, I'm going to do makeup on celebrities. I didn't have none of that. I just wanted to be successful.
Absolutely. And I think like in our community, the mindset of like the competition thing, if a lot of ladies would get out of there like, well, you're doing it too, like with me with body sculpting, there's a lot of ladies doing body sculpting here. And if you would get with more like how we are, we're like, hey, let's get together, let's
sisterhood. Okay,
yeah, that's sisterhood. Let's learn from each other. Because if you really think about it, like on that competition thing, if you have that mindset, like you can't service everybody here.
You can't win either.
You can't
because
win either.
You're too focused on others.
Absolutely.
So you're always going to be one step behind because you watching.
Yeah. You trying to see what they doing.
Who cares?
Yeah.
If anything, clap for girl, go ahead.
Right.
I love watching people grow. Like when I see certain artists come in, I'm like, okay, I see where, like I in my mind already be like, I know where I can help her. Or I think like that. Like I know where I can help her get to where I was at. You know what I mean? Absolutely. When I was there, I don't be like, oh, another one. Because what the heck, God, I don't know if I'm allowed, but I believe in God here, okay?
Absolutely.
So I believe that God said, you know, the more people you bless, the more you're going to be blessed in abundance.
Yes.
So if I not only bless the people I'm touching, but bless the artists that are coming in, God going to take care of me.
Absolutely.
And it has happened. I mean, I went from being in my mama kitchen, some of y'all know. We was doing makeup. So I was, sorry. We went from my apartment, okay? Yeah. We went to my apartment. We went to my mama's kitchen. We went to a shop. Went to another shop. And now my own shop. So through all of it, I took on all the lessons and just applied it to being a better version of me. Yeah. So we all start from somewhere. Absolutely. But it's not where you started from, it's where you're going, you know? So I truly feel like take your mindset, take your vision, and push it elsewhere other than other people. Because you don't know what it takes to be that person.
Absolutely.
You know? A lot of people look at me like, oh my God, I want where you got. Do you want to lose a sibling? Do you want to have a kid at 20?
Right.
Do you really want to wear these shoes? Because it wasn't always peaches and cream.
Right.
And it still isn't always peaches and cream. But I show up as the best version of me no matter what I'm dealing with and no matter what I'm challenged with.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what makes my story the way it is.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think a lot of women, just people in general, when it comes to like, they get caught off of the persona that's put out on social media.
TikTok.
Everything
Instagram.
is not everything. I'm trying to tell you. There's levels to this.
Girl, why the car? My car didn't even start this morning. Like,
right.
I ain't had no problems with my car in years. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. So it's not. It's not always all beautiful.
And don't
like
get caught up. Don't get caught up in
they
it.
do. And everything that you see on social media is not what it is.
Don't be telling people business.
I'm just saying.
They be lying. That's why.
Right? How many of these people that y'all didn't give y'all money to, and they over here in courts?
Okay.
I didn't see a couple there. Anyways,
Okay.
that's all.
But anyways, all right, here we go.
Okay, so for aspiring artists, what advice do you have for them building a strong personal brand and establishing a unique style?
So first and foremost, go hard. Don't hold back. If it's on your heart and it keeps being on your heart, go ahead and birth that baby.
Yeah.
Okay. That's first and foremost, because we're so full of self-doubt. You know, like, can I do it? You can. Because if it's keep putting it on your mind, it's a reason for that. Absolutely. So first and foremost, come into it and go hard. Like, don't, I'm going to do a few people. Do what you got to do. Get in them doors that you need to get into. So make sure that you are showing up as you. Do your best on every client. If it take you 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever that may look like, take your time and make sure you put the client first. A lot of us want to make it like we like it. That's not.
Yeah, they come to
you. Don't got to wear it.
Right.
Once I put it on you, that's your face. You got to wear it, and that's your money.
Yeah.
I'm big on
Absolutely.
that. Okay. My clients know. I'd be like, girl, you better tell me. But I'm big on find out what style you like. What speaks to you? Are you a bold glam girl? Are you a natural glam girl? Are you just a natural girl? There's a lot of different ways to do makeup. There's no right way and there's no wrong way. It's just at the end of making sure that that woman feels as beautiful as she is and that you enhance that beauty, right? So figure out, am I the cut crease glitter goddess? Or am I the makeup no makeup?
Right.
Figure out what spectrum you are. And when you figure that out, then you know who you're talking to.
Right.
So you got to know, I personally deal with a lot of professional women like yourself. I deal with a lot of women who usually have children and are, I don't want to say they're always established, but they're figuring that out, you know? And not that I don't deal with a lot of maybe the club going girls, which is no wrong with it, but that's not who I'm talking to.
Right.
Not that they can't come sit in my chair, but I'm not doing the bold eyes and the glitter cut crease and the halo shimmery shine. I don't even like bringing glitter out. When they say glitter, I give a side eye. Because what? You want me to do that? So be specific on who you are in the industry and what you're looking to achieve. Like I'm looking to be, like I said, the bold glam goddess. Okay, step in that shoe. What was the second part of that question?
And how to establish a unique style.
You just have to literally, I think, like I said, you just have to try all of it first and figure out what speaks to you.
So do you think that someone that's getting into the makeup industry should like zero in on a certain style and stick with that? Or is it kind of hard to kind of like say, I do all of it?
Yeah, no, don't do. I did all of it.
Yeah.
And I got drained because the difference of people that you're dealing with.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I feel like definitely niche down. And then if you want to expand, I always say if you're not known for something, you're known for nothing. So if I'm known to do everything, there's no specific talk about me.
Absolutely.
But if they're like, oh, when you on natural, you got to go over there. That's who it is. Well, my name is ringing bells. And then from there, I can branch out and do more. But you got to get known for something before you be a jack of all trades. Because now with where I'm at in business, I do multiple things. I start the day here and I'm over there, But because I've established who I was before I went out and did more.
Okay.
So I do think you got to figure out who you are first and what is your style.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's tap into social media. So we all know that is a critical tool for makeup artists when it comes to showcasing their work and reaching new clients. What type of advice or best practices can you advise for leveraging that platforms or the different platforms?
Social media is a beast.
It is. And it's always changing.
So I started off in Facebook.
Okay.
That's where I was like, okay, the GOAT. Okay. On Facebook, they knew who I was. I was going live. That's actually how I really started too. I would go live and do like videos and show, me doing myself or whatever. And they, oh girl, tapped in. They loved it.
Right.
At that point where I didn't know better, I was shooting for everybody. So I feel like if you niche down on your style, you can niche down on your client. So if you go on social media and you start talking to that specific person, I think that would help a lot. But sometimes I also think you got to go through different experiences to learn. Because, you can cut some avenues, but then later it's like, well, you didn't get that experience, so you might have to go relive that lesson again.
Absolutely.
So I definitely say pick what social media platform is something that you can find yourself enjoying and showing up as. I went through my Facebook stage. I loved going live. I loved getting on there. I was singing, girl, messing up the lyrics. I was having a good little time with my life,
right.
okay? Now you can't get me to go live on there.
No?
I'm not there no more.
Yeah.
When I was there, I was dealing with pain and hurt in my real life, so that was my getaway. So now that I feel good and I'm stepping in the best woman I figured out of myself, Instagram is my girl.
Yeah.
Okay. And it just was like 3 or 4 months ago that I was like, I'm tightening up. And I gave up Facebook.
Okay.
Girl. I gave up Facebook, y'all. And not that I was just like cutting it off. It was more so like the people that I'm talking to, where are they at?
So you're finding your audience.
They're on Instagram. Yeah. So because most people on Instagram is like, they're there for advice or a quick little glimpse to like, a style of outfit or those type of things. So I was there on like, okay, I'm going to take Instagram serious. I never took Instagram serious. I might have posted here and there and showcased like, oh, it's cool. But girl, you on Facebook, I had posts like you could go for days.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So I decided to switch over and go on Instagram. I wrote down my numbers on Instagram and I said every day, well, at least 4 to 5 days out of the week, I'm going to post. I'm going to showcase my work because consistency. Absolutely. Consistency. You cannot show up here and there and think they're going to know who you are.
Absolutely.
How many times did Fashion Nova text us? I just blocked them. Fashion Nova, count your days. So you have to be okay with feeling salesy. Because I know a lot of people be like, I don't want to be, girl, Fashion Nova ain't said that.
Right.
They've either text you, email you, and if they could, they would call you.
Right.
Okay. So I had to learn consistency. So that was like my challenge to myself. Like I'm gonna show up, whether I'm posting me or my work or what it takes. But I didn't have all that. Like I just was posting my work, like before and afters, or just afters. Cause I got to a point where I was like, maybe people don't feel comfortable showing who they're before. So I'm gonna just show after because no matter what, it look good.
Absolutely.
And I had to build that confidence, right? So then, as I'm watching, I'm like, everybody's showing everything else. What it take to clean brushes and what product they use. So I was like, okay, new challenge, Mahogany.
Right.
Now you got to put some personality in your post. So then I started venging out and doing that. And I had my first viral post. And the funny thing is, one of my good clients, love her to death. And I just was like, wait, let's record that. Because she had actually did it. Like I had showed her like, okay, here's your total, whatever. She was like, And I was like, what? She was like, girl, why I can't put no tip? And I was like, hold on.
I remember that.
Let me plug up my video. You hold that. Because that was good. And we really redid it. And it wasn't maybe as good, but it was good where I was like, they gonna get it, And honestly, I never focused on going viral. I was just more like, I'm gonna show up. Whether I get 5 likes, 6 likes, no likes, I'm gonna show up. Because you see me.
Right.
You in my story, viewing everything. Right. So if you like it or not, you going to see it. So I just started really showing up consistently. Absolutely. You got to challenge yourself to be like, no matter how hard life gets, no matter what I'm doing, even if you ain't got no clients.
Right.
Let's talk about that.
That's it. You don't stop.
You got to show up.
You got every day.
So that one person you might have did is 5 different posts. It depends on how you break it down. Right? So I just showed up, like I said, consistently and started getting creative and learning about the trends and what other people are doing because somebody already did it. They say history repeats itself. So somebody already done it. So now it's like, how can you put yourself in it and do it again, know? So as I start, like in business, I always find myself being like a a student in something. So then I said, I'm a master Instagram. Like, I'm gonna focus on Instagram. Like, somebody gonna teach me. So then I would find little people and they would give me tips and gems. I'm following you because you're gonna drop another gem.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna be here for it.
Absolutely.
So then that's kind of where I was like, okay. So what I would say to another person is tap into what you feel is right.
Where your audience
But show, that in your audience and know who they are. Like, really, really, really identify. And it don't have to be like, oh, she's this girl, but do she drive this or do she drive that? Do she shop here? Do she shop there? Those are very important things. Absolutely. Even though we think, I'm talking to everybody. You talking to everybody, talking to nobody.
Yeah.
So show up, figure out what they like because you want to talk to them. You know, because if I can go make a commercial and be driving a little bucket, well, my Mercedes-Benz clients ain't going to really pay attention. But if I make a luxury video, they're going to be like, wait a minute.
What's that?
Is that a facial? Ooh. You know? Right. So make sure you're talking to them. And just consistency. If I can leave with one word, consistency. Because once you be consistent, you can do more. Yeah. But if you ain't consistent, you can't do that much. Because you're not showing up enough.
Absolutely. Do you batch your content?
I need to.
I would say batch. That's my favorite. I've learned a long time ago to batch. Just find a content day and create content.
I just made that decision too.
It makes it less overwhelming when you have it. You're like, boop, boop, boop.
Let's be real. It's tiring.
Very.
It's overwhelming. Sometimes you don't want to do it.
Instagram that made us into content creators. I'm a videographer. I'm everything up on this thing.
We don't want to do it sometimes either, but that don't mean we don't show up for our goals.
Yeah.
And I'm big on watching podcasts myself. And Donnie Wiggins, one of her podcasts, she talked about how we push our kids to be straight A students, and then we're failing in real life. Did that hurt?
Yes.
Sit back. But yeah, so literally that's where I said, you know, that make a lot of I'm always preaching to my son, you better go to school, you better do this. And then we come to work and don't do nothing. We don't show up as our best version of ourselves. Yes, we're not getting no grade, but them bills, that's where the grade is approved or denied. You know? So that's it, you know, consistency and showing up. And like I said, we don't like social media either.
You on TikTok?
I suck at TikTok.
I can't do it. It's just too much.
I feel like I'll be drained. And so after I master Instagram, I might be able to switch over to TikTok. But I take on one beast at a time.
Yeah, TikTok's a lot.
But it's an audience. So if that's what you like, go talk to them.
Right.
You know, I'm not against it, but Instagram is my heart right now.
Okay, me too.
It's my baby. Yep. Shout out to y'all.
Okay, so in your opinion, what are some common mistakes that aspiring artists make when trying to stand out?
Talking down on others. And I mean, we all guilty to a certain extent, you know, but being aware of that. But I feel like a lot of times these new artists come in and talk about how they can do better than her, but you are still not even discovered yet. So make sure that conversation that you're having with your friends, your family, and everyone is in the direction of where you're going and not where someone else is going. Because, again, you don't know nobody's journey. You know, even if I sat here and gave you everything, you still don't know what it feels like to walk in my shoes. Absolutely. You know, so that's one. Definitely make sure that you are on a positive note. Connect. Do not be shy. Stop playing in the back row. Stop being in the corner. You got to connect. If I didn't connect with you, I have a lot of clients from you. But that's because we connected. Absolutely. And it was all love. It was never like, I'm just going to come do this job and I'm going to leave. It was like, oh, sis, you need me to move this? I got you. You need me to, if I'm done doing my part, if I could help, I'm going to help. Absolutely. So don't hide your personality. Like, be you in the presence of your business and also love on people. Because if you want love, you got to give love.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times we get so stuck in a professional, and don't get me wrong, I've always been professional, but I've also did more than my job. Yeah, I always go the extra mile. And that's just something that I was embedded in me as a kid, as my father would always say, like, why just do the bare minimum? I'm not a bare minimum person. So why would I give the bare minimum? So when I learned that, even in my bridal stuff, people be like, I wrote people's vows. And not really? I wrote her vows to her man. I rewrote them because she had them on her phone. Oh, gotcha. And she needed them on paper. Like, I've done things that, as a makeup artist, that ain't my job. Right. But I'm here. I ain't got nothing else to do until I got to go pick up my kids. That ain't fun. So I'm going to do, no. But it was just that I see what's going on. Y'all hustling, bustling, trying to fit. I could do a part.
How can I help?
Yes.
And what can I do? That's all it takes.
Buckle a shoe.
Got you.
Since your veil a little cricket, I don't know. But be in the environment, but be in the environment. Don't just be there.
Absolutely.
But like, be known. Like, give love and show like, hey. And in those situations, I've booked the whole family because they're like, oh, Mahogany's ours, and I am.
Period.
And I am cousin. So yeah, so make sure like when you're in those environments and you are connecting, connect.
Yeah. Like
Connect. It grows in abundance when you do that. Like I've done people's weddings and then turn around and did their daughters 10 years later. Right.
That does sink in.
Because I've been with you and I've been loyal to you and I've showed you nothing but love. If I drop the ball, I'm willing to admit it. I could say I messed up. I'm okay with not being perfect.
Absolutely.
And I think that too, you know what I mean? Like, be open to client feedback. You know, hey, when you did this, you know, we really didn't like that. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I will work on that part of me. People love that. But we are egotistic sometimes and we want to let our ego, you know what I mean? Don't worry, I won't be back over here.
Right.
I ain't never had that attitude. Huh? You need me to, okay. Even if I don't even agree, I'm still going to be open to it. Because maybe I can change it. And sometimes we get stuck in our own heads, you know what I mean? It's like, get out of there. Get out of there.
Listen to that feedback.
Sometimes growth don't even be in there. You got to put yourself in other places. And if they're paying clients, respect them like they are.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. It's all it comes down to is being a real person and really loving on people. And I always tell myself, how would I want to be treated? How would I want it to deal with this? If I'm late, I communicate. I don't even really, I can't tell you last time I've charged a late fee. Because life happens. And I get it. So I don't always be like, if it's a pattern, that's where my problem comes in.
Absolutely.
But if you've been loyal to me, why would I be like, oh, you late today, you're charging me. I'm charging you this. So now she quitting me and I'm missing all that money I could have got for years on because of one little stupid policy.
Yeah.
Knock that off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if it's they show and if it's their first appointment, I have a talk. Like, sis, look, this time I'll let this slide, but this is not how I run my business.
It's gonna mess up my whole day.
And I'm gonna tell you that. You know what I mean? And if you decide to do it again, then I decide to charge you what I charge you. But I don't really have those problems though.
I would say me too.
Yeah, I'm grateful. Shout out to y'all. Shoot.
I think that also comes with like the shift of your clientele.
True.
That changes over your time with your business.
True.
My clientele definitely is not the same when I started 3 years ago.
That's
so
true.
I think that the change of your clientele definitely changes with that too.
And they communicate. They don't play.
Yeah.
They don't.
I'm on my way.
Girl,
Down the street.
the light turned too fast. The train caught me.
I'm on the way.
Don't even worry about it. I'm still in the car too. No.
I cannot.
Yeah, so that's what I would say to them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Can you share some of your favorite makeup products that you always reach for?
You know what's funny is, one, I don't even like doing my makeup. If y'all know me, y'all know that. I don't really be one to do my makeup. But it's because I'm always doing it. So
I don't know
it's
why,
like a
'cause it be
job.
flawless
Girl.
all the time. I'm like,
Like, I really got to do this.
yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, favorite products. Okay, y'all gonna shoot me. I love drugstore makeup.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I do.
Let's
Why?
get into
Let
it.
me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because they don't change. They consistent.
Okay.
And when it comes to showing up and people looking you for to produce, they want to make sure you're consistent. High-end makeup is always changing, always trying to find the next best thing. You can go get Laura Mercier's this, and then in 2 months, it's different again. How am I re-up? I don't even know how this product works.
Right.
So I like drugstore makeup. Okay. Elf, shout out to you. Okay. Stepping your game up. I do like Morphe's brushes, baby. Yep. Morphe brushes. Real Techniques. Again,
Get your girl a link.
drugstores.
She need a link,
I
y'all.
got one in the bio. Okay. Mahogany Artistry _ link in the bio. Real Technique, love their face brushes. You know, she took my 101. Look at that makeup, y'all.
I learned.
Show up and show out.
Baby, a year ago, it was not looking like this.
So, Real Technique brushes, love them. Foundation, I had sway in between. I used to be real big on Maybelline. Boy, that was my dog. Okay, we was, if we locked in, ain't no choosing up. Now I'm using like Born This Way and some other high end, but again, your makeup community friends. Shout out to Ashley Jones. She used to plug me and tell me about the different deals, so I would try different stuff.
Okay.
But I'm big on drugstore. So like I said, Real Technique brushes, get those. Elf concealer. I love it there. I do love the Too Faced concealer too. Don't have me lie, Too Faced. I ain't gonna do you like that. But I also am firm believer that it's not the product, it's the application. So I really don't have like a favorite product because it's like if you know what you're doing.
I will say, because it made it a lot easier when I took your class. So,
and when you legitly know the products or what you're looking for, you can accomplish anything with makeup. I change up my brow product. I really can't get y'all a product. That's crazy. Sorry, y'all. I just love. Oh,
well, you heard the list.
Okay, my lash glue. Okay.
Oh yeah, is it the same one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's the plug because I could not put lashes on a year ago.
That in the drugstore.
Right. Because I was like, oh, this is it? This easy.
Why can't I think of the name of that lash glue? Duo, duh. Duo lash glue, the clear one, the one that goes clear, eventually tacky. Lash. You need a tacky, okay? That'd probably be my favorite product.
That was my problem, y'all. Like, I was over here. Your girl was struggling.
Lashes was slipping. It's okay. We own now, though. You ain't gonna see no gaps or nothing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm big on just the process, not the product.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. What are some of the most common makeup mistakes that people make, and how can you avoid them?
I would say they try to change with the trends. Everyone's always trying to find, we're baking now. What does that mean? Why are you baking?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're dry skin. Don't bake. Baking, girl.
What is baking?
Baking is where you use the setting powder and you kind of put a nice layer over it. And it usually helps absorb the products and have like a long lasting. But if you're not oily, if you're oily skin, that may work really well with you, or it can leave you really patchy. So y'all be trying to jump on all these trends. Sometimes just find something that works for you and stick to it. At least master that. And then grow from there. So I just noticed that, like, right now everyone's into the blush. And let me tell you, your girl didn't like blush for a long time. I love blush now. Okay, I'm gonna do some blush. Okay, I'm gonna add some blush.
I like your blush today, though, girl.
You hear me? You see it? You see it? So I feel like be careful with following the trends because they go in and out, in and out. It's like bold brows tomorrow and light brows this. Find what looks good on your face and what look good on your clients, and stick with it.
Absolutely.
Don't keep changing. You don't gotta change because everybody wearing blue outside. Wear your red. What you doing? Be you.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a big thing. Social media telling y'all to change your trends. Yeah, Stop doing it.
Okay.
Knock it off.
We know now. What do you think is the future of the makeup industry, and how can aspiring makeup artists position themselves for success?
I love that question, actually. The future is interesting because I feel like when I started, it wasn't as big as it is now. You got people that wear makeup here and there, but now people wear makeup, But for what I see that it's going, I would definitely say grab on because it's going. It's definitely one of the most lucrative markets is the beauty industry. And figure out where you want to be in it. Are you trying to be a celebrity makeup artist? Because then you need to be going to these events.
Right.
You need to be in LA or wherever they're at trying to figure out. And sometimes you got to pay the price.
Absolutely.
So figure out where you want to be in it. For me, I'm bridal. I'm special events. I'm quinceañeras. And I'm natural soft glam. I'm not heavy. So since that's my lane, I'm going to go to the bridal previews. I'm going to go to the bridal spots. I'm going to figure out where are the people at that are getting into weddings or getting married. Usually it's a market. A lot of people get married, don't get me wrong, but the market I'm looking for to afford me, I got to figure out where they're at. So make sure you niche down. And then when you niche down, get into that. If you like the club girls, you need to put that bold makeup on, go to the club and have people ask, who did your makeup? Girl, here my card is. That's me.
That be me.
Girl, or compliment somebody on their makeup and, and that's kind of start that conversation. Like, girl, your makeup pretty. Ooh, what you use? Ooh, girls, ooh, girl, I love that palette. Oh, you conversation starter.
Period.
Yeah. So make sure that you're getting in those rooms, in those places where the people that you're looking for are at. And that's how you can buckle up and take the ride.
Absolutely. What is your take on continued education?
Oh, baby.
Because I know that, I think in any industry, some people think like, oh, once I get trained or get licensed in something, like that's it.
Let's be honest. Ain't nothing ever it.
Absolutely.
Like, that ain't how it works. So I've taken about 3 now makeup courses, spread it out. But it's a little difficult for me because I'm very specific on what I'm looking to grow and learn. I think I'm going to take one in December. It's another girl that I'm like, oh, she has her lock. And I'm like, I like her style. But definitely you got to invest. The more you put in, the more you get out. It's weird that you say it like that, but it seemed like every time I've ever invested in something, I've gotten a bigger return. I've taken business classes or just whatever you're trying to do in your business, trying to figure out the educational part of it is big. So you have to put money into your business to really, really see and grow yourself. Because, if you're just the same person you was when you started, you're going to make the same money. If you're not elevating, why would your money and your situation elevate? So I do feel like you should. And I also branched out. Like, I started in makeup. I ended up going to beauty college because I was like, what else can I do? Like what can I learn? And so I went to beauty college, left that. Y'all, it took me 3 years to get licensed.
But you did it.
Can we talk about that? That's ghetto.
But you did
Don't be like me.
But you didn't give up. That's the main thing.
You're right, because I couldn't. I had no them kids like to eat. I had no choice. The girl. So I kept, that's a whole nother story. But if you really put yourself to something, do it, execute it, but you got to continue education. You have to. Right now, I'm getting into the facial world because I want to get into corrective skincare.
And your girl is bomb with it. Just letting you know. Okay.
So I'm getting into corrective skincare, especially for my melanin ladies and my brown skin women. I really want to give a source because I can contest to that because I have that skin. I have congested skin. So I need to figure out how to fix my skin to help you fix your skin. Absolutely. Right? So I've already reached out to 4 or 5 people. Do you do mentorships? Hey, I see your page. What do you do? Talk to me. I've already had 2 people who just was like, we can jump on a Zoom call and talk about it.
Absolutely.
Because
I love that.
why would I sit here and do trial and error the whole process? That's crazy. That'll take me a long time. If you've already mastered it, let me respect you for what you are, who you are. Teach me. I'm me over here. I'm not closed to saying I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what to buy. So I'll be like, girl, what product you using? What you doing? Because them girls is getting good skin over there.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get that hourglass over here, and giving them their props. Like, I don't come off and be like, what you use? Thanks. I be like, girl, I see your page. Like, what you doing? Do you mentor? And it's funny because I always feel like you got to give value. So even though I'm reaching out to you and saying, hey, can you help me? If I see something that I know, oh, girl, you need to do this. Like, this should be a package. I'm going to tell you that.
Right.
Because that's more money in your pocket.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll be your first student. Like, I'll send you some money because thank you. You didn't have to take this time out to love on me, to help on me.
Absolutely.
And if she already had a price and I felt like it was worth it, I'm going to invest in it. Because I know that I got to learn. So continuing education is so big. Or even going to get some education. I think we're so called, I'm self-taught. I'm still self-taught. That don't take away from my foundation. I'm self-taught and then I'm growing and changing and doing more. I went from charging $25 a face to $150 is my starting price now.
Period.
Because somebody told me to go up my prices.
Your girl don't play.
Y'all. Because I was like, friend, I need help, but that's a whole nother. But y'all definitely got to go and grasp that education because you can, but you can only go so far with what you know. And when you put yourself in those other rooms, 9 times 10, that's a connection. Everyone I've ever took class with or done anything with, we still, listen, I'm finna show love on your page. You gonna show love on my page.
We're gonna be loving on each other.
We locked in, okay? So definitely invest in your craft.
Absolutely.
Especially someone who you feel is like doing a dang thing. Ask about it. What does it take to do that? What are you doing? How can you help me? What can I do different? Check my page out. Do you see anything I can grow on? Am I messing up somewhere? Help me and be open to those answers.
Absolutely. All right, girl. So lastly, let's talk about any exciting new projects and collaborations you got going on.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the exciting part because like I said, once you're known for something, you can spread it out. Absolutely. So first and foremost, okay, the shop is going great, and I am open to new beauty professionals in the space. So, if anyone is looking for a space that gives sisterhood and love and just open arms, please come check me out, Shades of Beauty. We don't have an Instagram page up, but we have a page up, but we're not on that page because your girl's still figuring out Mahogany's Artistry. So I'll get that done. But Mahogany's Artistry _ if you're looking for a space. Again, the facial world that I just entered, I am now offering facial services that will be in corrective skincare. I had just started a podcast with one of my beauties and my sisters in business. She is a braider. Her Instagram is Queen Me, and we are just doing basically, how can I explain it? We're doing a podcast, and it's called Let's Kiki Sis. And Let's Kiki is just really just a time to laugh, chill, have fun, and be raw and authentic about entrepreneurship and what it really takes to wear the hats that some of us wear. We may bring people on, but right now we're just really establishing who we are in this business and getting people understanding who we are as a duo. You know, two businesses, one vision.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. I'm so excited for that.
And then we have some stuff working in brewing too.
Yes, we do. Stay tuned.
I'm busy, so I also I'm also working on creating a nonprofit to work with young women. This will be based on confidence, self-worth, self-love, self-growth. I feel like if we really gonna fix it or correct it, we got to go back behind us. And I always feel like I'm talking to the girl I used to be. So I want to go help those young women just really put their roots in and really love themselves. I feel like we're so caught up in getting these fake bodies and stuff, and not working out and tightening up, but just really going and trying to change up who you are. Completely. And I want people to feel confident who they are and show up as that person, you know? So I'm working on that as well. Coach May, some of you guys may or may not know, I also coach athletics at elementary level right now and going to middle school next year. So Coach May, Mahogany's Artistry, she's busy.
She got them hats.
But I love it. I love the freedom I have.
I love it.
I can go to my son's school when I need to. I could do what I want with my kids. I could do what I want with my family, and I'm on my time. You know what I mean? God's time. But I through him, I'm able to pay my bills and do what I got to do on that time. And so I'm always brewing and always doing and changing and growing and pivoting and
I love it.
Figuring it out.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, thank you, sis, so much for coming on here, dropping these gems to all these beautiful ladies out there. I hope that everybody took away some great gems from this podcast. And stay tuned for the next.
Yes, and I'll see you. And I thank you guys for having me. I can't wait to see many more episodes and where this is going to go. And just remember, put yourself first.
Oh, I love that. Thanks, sis.
Put yourself first.
Thanks.
We'll see y'all in the next episode.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you later.